Welcome in, Laker fans, to FaceTime Friday, Episode 7. I'm your host, Jack Angelucci, and let's meet our student-athlete panel.
I'm Jake Peters. I'm going to be a junior. I'm a communications major, and I play club hockey.
I'm Snyder. I'm going to be a sophomore. I play for the women's soccer team. I'm from Pittsburgh, and I'm a biology major with a concentration in neuroscience.
I'm Eliza Oswalt. I'm going to be a senior. I'm on the women's basketball team, and I'm a forensic biology criminalistics major.
Well, guys, thanks for joining me for this 7th episode of FaceTime Friday. And to start off, Sydney, we'll start with you for this question. Looking back on your recruitment and school selection process, what kind of went into that, and what made you choose Mercyhurst in the end, if you want to kind of talk about that a little bit?
So I knew I wanted to play soccer, and I was actually committed to a different school, and then I stepped on Mercyhurst campus, and it was like a whole different feel. Just kind of felt like home, and I loved the campus and the entire team when I met them, and it just kind of felt right.
Jake, what was your selection process like in terms of picking Mercyhurst?
I really just toured a bunch of schools, and I was a senior in high school. It wasn't really based on my sport. Like I said, I'm not an NCAA athlete, so I mean, it kind of just came down to what I like. I don't know, felt most comfortable with, and Mercyhurst just was the best fit in the end.
Eliza?
Mercyhurst has a really solid forensic biology program, forensics in general. So that's kind of why I leaned towards Mercyhurst. I was looking at a few other PSAC schools, but the academics here and the team, when I met them on my visit, I really liked them. So those two reasons for me.
And obviously, this is kind of a tough time to, stay focused and stay motivated. Jake, for you individually and also as a team, what's the focus here heading into this summer? What are your plans as a team and then also individually?
As a team, I think we lost a good chunk of guys. We had a big senior class leave, so I think returners are really ready to step up. And personally, it just kind of motivates me, especially now having a lot of free time, off-season training, just focusing on like the little stuff, just to help put me to that next level, to help us do better on the ice.
Eliza, obviously, you came off some injuries this season, so this summer and leading into next season, what are your focuses to get back out there and get back playing?
Same idea. We lost 5 seniors, so we're bringing in quite a few freshmen and transfers. So we're looking pretty good this year, but there's no distractions with this quarantine. So it's kind of nice to just have the one option just to work out now that school's over. There's nothing else to do. So that's pretty much how I've been focused in.
Sydney?
We've had a lot of Zoom calls just setting up like goals for the fall, but just right now, just kind of focusing on fitness and like our individual piece of the game. So when we do come together, we can use that time to like focus on how we're going to play tactically.
Well, as we've mentioned a couple times now, not ideal situation and this academic year. So what did you miss most about being on campus, or not being on campus, excuse me, for the past 2 months?
Just being able to see like our teammates every single day. Like we spend a lot of time with each other and they become like your best friends. And that's probably what I miss most, is just being with everybody every day.
Jake, what did you miss most about the last 2 months about not being at school?
Just being able to be with my teammates. I think, and just being on campus, like it's just a great atmosphere, especially in the spring. Finally some nice weather, time to be outside and stuff like that. So, kind of stinks that we weren't able to enjoy it, but it is what it is now.
Eliza?
Yeah, in Erie, when you catch like those last couple weeks where you have those nice days, I miss that, hanging out with the team on those nice days. And, working out with the coaching staff's always a plus when you're at school, especially in like the postseason, because you get to work on stuff that, you need to improve on. So I miss working out with the coaches as well.
All right, so to end things off, here we're going to do a little bit of a rapid fire segment, a couple quick questions, and just to get to know you guys a little bit better. Jake, we'll start off with you. Favorite restaurant off campus?
Probably just like Chipotle or something.
Eliza?
I like Otis 12.
Sid?
Probably have to say Chipotle too.
Yeah, we've gotten a lot of Chipotle answers when I've asked that question. Eliza, who is your biggest role model?
Basketball wise, I'd probably say LeBron James. That's my man. I look up to him a lot. He's a good guy. I know he gets a lot of hate, but I like him a lot.
Sydney?
I'd probably say Michael Jordan, just everything that he stands for and everything that he lives by, especially with like the documentary that's been out. It's really cool.
Yeah, right. Jake?
I'd probably say somebody like Sidney Crosby, just kind of admire their work ethic, stuff like that.
That's the second Sidney Crosby answer we've gotten. So a couple commonalities we're seeing here. Sydney, starting off, you were a freshman this year. What was the most valuable lesson you learned in college in this your first year?
Probably just finding a routine and like study habits that work for you, especially like being in season and out of season with training and stuff like that. Just finding the time to like focus on academics and finding stuff that worked for me to help me be successful.
Jake?
Probably just a routine, I guess. Like once you get down a routine, that's a big part about college, you know. Coming into the fall, I was a little nervous, but once I got down in a routine, it was pretty just easy after that.
Eliza?
I've liked in college, we're with our team a lot, so I like finding something else to kind of like relax with outside of playing basketball and doing schoolwork. So I always bring my guitar up to school, and I think that like having something, to release all the stress besides school or basketball.
Last question here. Jake, we'll start this one with you. If you could play a different sport in college, what would it be?
Probably like golf or football, I'd have to say.
I like the golf answer.
Yeah.
But Sydney, what about you?
Probably basketball. I played basketball growing up and I really miss it.
Eliza?
I'd say soccer.
Really? Okay.
Yeah,
So
soccer growing up.
You guys can switch positions for a day, swap spots or something like that. But guys, thank you very much for joining me on this episode of FaceTime Friday. Laker fans, make sure to tune in every Friday for a new episode of FaceTime Friday on Hearst Athletics. Thanks for joining us.